Thousands of business owners are asking the government for more time to repay pandemic-era loans. And joining us now is Christina Santini, the Director of National Affairs for the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. Christina, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. So we're saying an extension, not forgiveness, right?
That's correct. We're just asking for more time. 2 years would be ideal, but one would also be acceptable. It would provide some much needed reprieve for many business owners.
Along those lines, what are you hearing from those who you represent in the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, especially, when it comes to, hey, you're back to normal, business is back to normal? You say that's not true.
Exactly. Over 50% of our members are not back to their pre-pandemic revenues. They're not seeing consumers spending as much as they used to, and we can understand why. We're all facing inflationary pressures. They're also facing that inflationary pressures. Their costs have gone up. They're facing supply chain disruptions, labor shortages. Ultimately, they're asking for more time to be able to pay back that debt, to make sure that their business lines address the evolving needs, and just to provide a bit less financial stress. They've got people to pay, they've got including suppliers and employees. If the government can delay the CEBA deadline, which is something that they can control, that would be very much appreciated.
So tell us a little bit more about this actual petition.
So about 30,000 small business owners have signed this petition, which is calling on government to do just that, to extend the CEBA deadline to 2025, the end of 2025, or to the end of 2024 at the least, and enable them to retain the forgivable portion. What CEBA provided, so it was an emergency loan offered to small businesses who had to close down or restrict their capacity limits and how they could operate through COVID. So businesses did their part. They closed their doors, they put up plexiglass, they put those decals that showed the distancing, etc. They invested and they took the hit. So this loan allowed them to cover their operating costs while revenues couldn't come in. Now they're not back to normal. Revenues aren't there because of various reasons, and they're just asking for more time to be able to make that difference, to make that promise to be able to pay the government back. They're not asking for forgiveness.
And as we wrap up, how effective do you feel this petition will be, and how successful do you think it will be, or do you think that there will need to be more measures taken in order to get this extension?
The government won't be able to say we didn't ask and that we didn't tell them what the impacts would be. They know our call. They know small business owners' call. These petitions are being shared with elected members, and our members are calling their local MPs, telling them this is how it's going to affect me. So ultimately, if nothing is done, it means their call has fallen on deaf ears, and that would be too bad on the part of government not to show a sign that they support Canadian-based, Canadian-owned small businesses.
Christina Santini, the Director of National Affairs for the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. We thank you for joining us on CP24 Live at noon. Thank you.